We all know when viral recipes get a lot of hype, there's always some skepticism that comes into play, and I wanted to try out 2 viral recipes today for you guys. The first one that we're gonna do is going to be an easy tomato sauce. My mom actually showed me this one, and basically you take the whole tomatoes and chop up onions and just cook it all in a pan and make a very easy pasta sauce. So I'm excited to try that, see if the flavor comes out good. And because sauce usually takes a lot of time to cook and develop flavor, this is a easier, quicker way to do it. So I'm curious to see how it comes out. And the second one is one that I've been wanting to try for a while, and it is the lazy dumpling viral hack, where you take the dumpling filling and then scoop it in the pan and then put like wonton wrappers over top. I used to love making homemade dumplings. If you followed me back in like 2017, 2018, you know I would actually make a lot of homemade dumplings. I made dumplings that were dyed. I loved making dumplings. But I rarely do it now because it is a labor of love, but I love homemade dumplings. So if this works, that will be really cool. So with all that being said, let's try these viral TikTok internet recipes. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to heat up some oil. Now I am trying to just reduce my oil a little bit. So I'm going to do some oil and veggie broth. I'm not against oil. I just don't use it as much because it's higher in calories. So I just use it less. So I'm going to do oil. This is a tablespoon of light olive oil. And then this is a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth, and we'll just heat this up on the stove. Put that on a medium heat, and then I have some big beefsteak tomatoes, and there's like flour on them because I bought a new bag of flour and it spilled everywhere. So first I need to just rinse them off. I think I'm gonna have them just because they're gonna be really big otherwise. I'm gonna cut off their little tops. And then this guy lost his little top, so we don't even need to deal with cutting that off. So there we go. All of our tomatoes are prepped, good to go. I'm also gonna cut up some onion. So I just always like cut a piece off like that. So this is around 66 grams of onion, and then that was like 1,000 grams of tomatoes. Gotta get this layer. Ogres are like onions. Okay, perfect. And then I didn't really see any videos do this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do a little garlic. I have these little cloves right here. Let's see how they look. I hate when you get the baby cloves. They're like little nothing cloves. I can't stand that. All right, we got 6 garlic cloves, and I think after I peel them, I might just even leave them whole. If there's one thing I really can't stand doing, it is peeling garlic. All of our veggies are prepped, so we're gonna bring these over to the stove. Okay, the pan's definitely hot. So now all we have to do is just actually put these tomatoes in. Hopefully they all fit. All right, hold on, let me get a bigger pan, hold on. All right, ready? Let's try that again. Hopefully these should all fit in here now. Oh my gosh, what are these, the world's largest tomatoes? Okay, everyone's in, all good. All right, so I started to throw some stuff in. So we got the garlic, it's all around. And then we'll add in the onions. And then you're supposed to cover this and just let it cook. And then we're gonna peel the tomato skins off. Let's see, they're supposed to just come off really easily, I guess, because of the steam. All right, so we'll just cover it and let it go. So while those tomatoes are cooking, I'm going to work on my dumpling filling. This is some extra firm tofu. So I am just going to cut it, open it, and get out 150 grams. I'm not going to press this or anything. That was 142, so I'll just leave it at that. I have a sad looking carrot, but I'm gonna put it in here. We don't need a lot. I just wanna put in a little bit, and I'm just gonna try my best to cut it up small. Sometimes I peel them and sometimes I don't, and today just didn't feel like peeling them, so I'm not peeling it. We'll put that in there. I also have some really sad looking green onions. So we'll put those in there. Any parts of the scallion that are bad, I'm putting in my little veggie bag that I make veggie broth with. I take my scraps and I freeze them. And then I always save my bottoms and I grow more. I have to show you this one. Look at how big it is. Look at this. He's huge. Unfortunately, this one, I don't know, he didn't really grow, but this guy did good. These viral recipes are always so interesting to try because sometimes I feel like, you know, they always look good because they have really snappy editing and really fast-paced things, but then you try it and you're like, it's not that good. But I feel like these will both be good. I want to take this tofu and I just want to crumble it up just like that. Super easy. So now we're gonna season this. So I'm gonna go in with about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. We're gonna do a little bit of maple syrup. And then I'm gonna do salt, ginger powder, garlic powder. Oh, and I want a little bit of sesame oil. Okay, just a drop. And we'll give this a mix around. Looks like that, looks like a dumpling filling. You can actually taste this if you want because everything is fine to eat, so. We have an easy dumpling filling. We'll use this pan for the dumplings. So I'm just gonna give this nice spray oil spray. And then I think we just really wanna make little lumps of the filling. The thing is with tofu, like if you're not doing it with ground beef, like a lot of these recipes show, the ground beef will like hold itself together. The tofu doesn't hold itself together as well, but it's okay. So I made 10 little piles of filling and then I'm just trying to like cover them with the wonton wrappers. These wonton wrappers are like a little bit old and some of the edges got dried out. I kept them in a bag, but I feel like if this doesn't come out good, it's because I messed up, not because the trend isn't good. I don't know. So everything's all covered. I feel like we have to add a little water into here. Not a lot, maybe this is like a tablespoon. Do a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm bringing this over to the stove too, and we'll cover it and cook it and see what happens. Okay, so now these have been cooking for like 30 minutes. So we're gonna do our best to remove the skin off of the tomatoes. It should come off pretty easily. But it's funny, like when you watch them do it on these reels that have so many millions of views, the skin peels off in 2 seconds. And it's coming off easily, but it's not coming off that easily. And then the next step is to mash this, and apparently it just mashes into a nice sauce. I don't know, let's see. I also haven't added in any seasonings or salt or anything yet, so we're gonna have to do that. Little naked tomatoes. Now I don't have a potato masher, but I feel like, can we just use a fork? All right, that works, good enough. I do feel like some of these still have their, like this guy still has part of its core. I'm just gonna take this whole chunk out because that's like all core. This is gonna be like a chunkier sauce, but you can always blend it if you want to, but I don't mind texture in my sauce. I mashed up a lot of it. I mean, right now it's just cooked tomatoes. It's not quite looking like the ones I saw online, but that's okay. I think maybe we'll get there. My mom had just bought a bunch of those beefsteak tomatoes and then she was like, oh, you're gonna do it, so just take it. I don't know, maybe we should be using like Roma or something, so that could be user error. Because I have like a lot of pieces with like big core. All right, let's put in some seasonings because we haven't added in anything to this yet. Do garlic powder, salt. I'm gonna tear in some basil. And this is definitely gonna need a little bit of sugar. It's looking like a beautiful fresh tomato sauce right now. That's really what it's giving. It smells good. I mean, how could it not smell good, you know? It's tomatoes. Ow. That just burnt me. I'm just gonna add in a little bit of agave, actually. All right, and I think I'm just gonna let this cook up a little bit more before I add anything else to it. All right, let's talk about these dumplings. So they've been cooking for a little while. I keep having to add in water. I guess you need more than I think you do. I don't know, they're not looking like I want them to look yet. So I feel like I'm gonna add in another splash of water and just steam them and crank the heat up a bit and hope that I want the wonton wrappers to be softer. We're gonna go in with some non-dairy milk and some vegan cheese. I saw some of the videos do this, so we'll make it a little bit cheesy and creamy. I'm also boiling some water so we can get that pasta ready to go. All right, let's move over to the dumplings for a second. So they look like this, but they're getting like browned on the bottom and like kind of crispy. So I feel like they're good to go. They look pretty good. Now I did already put some stuff on here. So I did a little bit of soy sauce. I did a little bit of sriracha, some green onion, and some sesame seeds. And let me get some more green onion out of here, just to like give it some extra flavor. These herb scissors, I gotta find the thing, the little comb. Oh, here it is. Comb them out. Could do one extra little drizzle of everything. All right, I think these are gonna be good. I was nervous for a little bit, but I think they look really good. Sauce is done, pasta's done. I'm using the brahmi pasta today. And let's just give this a nice toss around, get everybody coated in the sauce. It looks and smells good. I'm really hungry. I cannot wait to eat both of these right now. We have made it to taste test time and just talking about them in general. So first up, we got our dumplings. In terms of making this, so much easier than making an actual dumpling, obviously, because like a lot less work is involved. Again, I didn't follow a recipe, so there's a good chance that this was just like user error. I feel like I needed a lot of water, but again, could just be me. Let's see how I'm gonna get. So now here's the other thing. They're all like kind of connected. Again, could be me, could be user error, but this was kind of how I saw them. Something that's happened, it seems like the bottom of these got dark. Let me see, can you guys see that? It's got like dark in some spots. I don't even really know how I'm supposed to eat this. I mean, it tastes like a dumpling. It has all the dumpling flavor. It does taste really good. I think in terms of making it, if I had followed someone's recipe a little bit better, it would have been an easier process, but these weren't hard to make. They were quick to make, so much quicker than dumplings, like from scratch. And they have all that dumpling flavor and the goodness of the wonton wrapper and everything. So I really like these. I think if I make them again, I just need to like improve my technique a little bit. That's on me. But I think overall, really good, really yummy. And I like that they're easy to customize. And honestly, if I wasn't filming the two recipes, these would be done in about 15 minutes. Like they're super simple. So really like those. Definitely recommend trying it out if you wanted to try it. Now let's look at our pasta. This giant thing here. In terms of, again, making this, I thought overall very easy. There's nothing complicated about it. I think that's why both of these recipes did go viral. They were just easy recipes. And I like that you can play around with this pasta recipe by adding in, you know, if you want to add in vegan cheese and vegan milk. So I think there's a lot of things to love about the customization of the recipe. I think, honestly, it was very easy. I just cut up tomatoes and the onions and everything and then let it cook, and then just peeling the tomato skins off was the worst part. And like I said, maybe I shouldn't have had beef steak tomatoes, but they're what I had on hand. The flavor is very good. It's very light, fresh tomato. This is different than a sauce that you cook all day. Like this doesn't remind me of Sunday sauce, but it's just like a nice, good, light tomato sauce. I think if you're just trying to get a nice dinner on the table fast, this is great because then you make this, make a side salad, serve it with some bread, done, dinner's done. So overall, both recipes were a win. I really enjoyed them. Let me know if you guys have tried these down below in the comments. Let me know some other viral recipes you would love to see tested out, see if they work, see if they look good. I did a video like this last year and you guys really enjoyed it. Last year I did a veganized version of those ground beef bowls with the hot honey and the sweet potato. I did the s'mores ice cream bars, and I don't even remember the other one that I did. But it's been fun. I like testing them, and I think these videos go viral for a reason. Partly because of their editing, partly because they're just easy, but they're just fun and it's fun to try out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon with more recipes. Bye.